The distress beacon screamed through my helmet speakers before I killed the volume. 3 years searching the void margins, and I'd never seen a signal this old. Pre-collapse old. The kind that shouldn't exist anymore. My salvage ship, the Wandering Star, drifted toward the source. A derelict station hung in the darkness, its hull marked with symbols I recognized from history archives. Valtheran Empire, dead for 2 centuries. I should have turned back. The airlock groaned as I forced it open. Emergency lights flickered inside, somehow still powered after all this time. Impossible. My scanner showed life support active in the central chamber. More impossible. I moved through corridors lined with frost and silence. My breath formed clouds even inside my suit. Something was very wrong about this place. The deeper I went, the more the wrongness pressed against my thoughts. Then I heard it. Singing. A child's voice, sweet and clear, in a language I'd only heard in archaeological recordings. The central chamber opened before me like a cathedral. Crystalline walls pulsed with faint blue light. And there, in the center, I saw them. A woman sat on what could only be described as a throne, though time had dulled its grandeur. She wore robes of deep purple, tattered but unmistakable. Her skin held the silver-blue pallor of Valtheran nobility. 4 arms rested gracefully on the armrests. Her eyes, solid black and depthless, fixed on me with an intensity that froze my blood. Beside her stood a child. Maybe 8 years old by human standards, though I knew Valtheran's age differently. The girl had the same silver-blue skin, the same 4 arms, but her eyes held flecks of gold that caught the chamber's light. The singing stopped. Human, the woman said. Her voice resonated through the chamber without echo. Perfect galactic standard, though her people had been gone before humans joined the wider galaxy. You have found us at last.
My hand moved toward my sidearm. Not threatening.
Just ready. Don't, the woman said softly. No command in her tone, just certainty. There is no danger here, not from us. The child tilted her head, studying me with unsettling focus. Mama, he's scared. Of course he is, darling. We are ghosts to him. Legends who should not breathe. The Valtheran Empire fell 200 years ago. The royal family died when the capital world burned. Yes, the woman agreed. They did. 3 steps. Her mother made no move to stop her. What's your name? The girl asked. Marcus Chen, salvager. Independent. The words came automatically, buying time to think. I'm Lyria, she said. That's my mama. She won't tell me her name. She says it's dangerous. The woman spoke again, and this time I heard the weight behind her words. The authority of someone who'd commanded worlds. Tell me, Marcus Chen, do you know what happened to my people? The Valtheran collapse was required history in every system, the synthesis plague. It swept through your empire in months. 97 fatality. The survivors scattered. 99.9, she corrected. Precision matters when discussing extinction, and do you know what caused it? The records were lost. The records were burned. Her eyes never left mine, by those who unleashed it. The chamber suddenly felt colder. Mama, Lyria said quietly. He needs to know. First he must choose. Choose what? I asked. The woman rose from her throne. She moved with fluid grace, her robes sweeping the crystalline floor. When she stood at full height, she towered over me. 8 feet tall, maybe more. My daughter speaks truth I have taught her, she said. You need to know many things, but knowledge demands responsibility. Once you hear what I will tell you, there is no unknowing it. You will be bound to act or be bound to silence. Either way, your life changes. That sounds like a threat. It is a truth. She stepped closer. I am Empress Cathara Val Morathane, last surviving member of the Valtheran royal bloodline. This is my daughter, conceived and born in hiding on this station while the galaxy burned around us. For 2 centuries I have waited, watching, protecting her, preparing for a moment that may never come. Preparing for what? For someone to find us who might help, or for those who hunt us to finally succeed. Her touch was gentle, warm through my suit. You're confused. That's okay. We've been alone a long time. Sometimes Mama forgets how to talk to people. Cathara's expression softened when she looked at her daughter. For a moment, the Empress disappeared, and only a mother remained. Someone is hunting you? I asked. After 200 years? They never stopped, Cathara said. They cannot afford to. As long as I live, the truth lives. As long as my daughter lives, my people have hope of return. I don't understand. You will? But first I must know if you are trustworthy. How could you possibly determine that? Cathara smiled. It was a sad expression, full of old pain. Because I am about to trust you with everything, Marcus Chin. And you will not betray us. Do you know how I know this? Because you are still here, still listening. A purely practical man would have run the moment he saw us. A glory seeker would have already tried to alert authorities. But you remain uncertain, curious, concerned for a child who should not exist. Lyria smiled at me. Do not fear. Your father came here once too. The words hit like a physical blow. What? Cathara's eyes widened. She turned to her daughter. Lyria, what did you say? His father.
Lieutenant Daniel Chen.
He was here. 30 years ago, he brought supplies. Medicine. He helped us. Don't you remember, Mama? The Empress stared at me with new intensity. Chen. I thought... It's a common name. I didn't... She moved closer, studying my face. Stars above. You have his eyes. My father had been a fleet officer. Died when I was 12. Ship explosion. No survivors. He'd never mentioned Valthrans, or lost empresses, or impossible stations in the void margins. My father died decades ago, I said. I know, Cathara replied softly. I am sorry. He was a good man. He kept our secret even when it cost him everything. What are you talking about? Sit, she commanded gently. Please. What I am about to tell you will reshape everything you thought you knew about the galaxy. About your father. About why you were truly here. I sat. The synthesis plague was not natural, she said. It was created by the Council of Seven, the very species who now lead the Galactic Confederation. They engineered it specifically to target Valtheran biology. They released it because my people had discovered something they could not allow to become public knowledge. What could be worth genocide? The truth about faster-than-light travel, Cathara said. The technology every species uses, the foundation of galactic civilization. It's not technology at all. She reached out and took my hand, her small fingers squeezed gently. It's alive, the child said. The void isn't empty. It's full of them, the travelers. They let us use their paths, but there's a price. There's always a prize. My people's scientists discovered this truth. We learned what the Council had bargained away to gain FTL capabilities. What every ship, every journey costs in currency no one else knows about. We were preparing to reveal it to the entire galaxy when the plague struck. That's insane. Why would the Council hide something like that? Because the price is paid in something precious, Cathara said. And if all species knew, if everyone understood what each journey cost, the entire structure of galactic civilization would collapse. Trade, communication, unity. All of it depends on ignorance. What's the price? I asked. Cathara shook her head. Not yet. That knowledge is dangerous. But I will tell you this. Your father discovered our station by accident. He could have reported us. Instead, he chose to help. He brought supplies. Protected our location. And when the Council's hunters got too close, he led them away. His ship's destruction was no accident. My hands clenched. They murdered him. They murdered him to protect their secret, just as they murdered billions of my people. Just as they will murder Lyria and me if they find us, just as they will murder you now that you know even this much. Then why tell me? Because I am dying, Cathara said simply. She touched her chest. The plague did not kill me, but isolation has. The station systems are failing. I have perhaps months remaining, and when I die, Lyria will be alone. The child squeezed my hand tighter. Your father made me promise something, Cathara continued. He made me swear that if anything happened to him, if someone else found us, I should tell them everything. He believed there were others who would help, others who would choose truth over comfort. He promised to send someone, Lyria said. He said his son would be brave like him, that you'd come when we needed you most. He couldn't have known that. He knew, Cathara said. Daniel Chen understood fate better than most. He understood sacrifice, and he understood that some truths must be preserved no matter the cost. My mind raced. This was beyond anything I'd prepared for, beyond anything I could handle. I need time to think. Time is something we lack, Cathara said. Even now, the hunters search. They detected your ship's approach. They will come to investigate. If they find us here, we all die. You must decide now. Will you help us Will you take Lyria to safety while I prepare my final message? Will you honor your father's promise? Lyria looked up at me with those gold-flecked eyes. She was just a child, trapped in circumstances beyond her control, just like I'd been when my father died. Please, she whispered. I don't want to die here alone. And in that moment, I understood why my father had helped them, why he'd sacrificed everything. Because some things transcended politics and danger and self-preservation. Because some children deserve to live. Tell me what I need to do, I said. Cathara smiled. Relief washed over her regal features. First, we must move quickly. The hunters will arrive within hours. Second, you must swear an oath, by your father's memory, by everything you hold sacred, that you will protect Lyria until she is old enough to protect herself, that you will preserve the truth we carry, and that you will never, under any circumstances, reveal what I am about to show you to the Council or their agents. I swear it. Then come, both of you, to the archive chamber. She led us deeper into the station. Lyria walked between us, her small hand still holding mine. We passed through corridors that seemed to shift and change, though I knew that was impossible. The crystalline walls pulsed with stronger light now, as if responding to our presence. We entered a chamber filled with devices I didn't recognize. Organic technology merged with crystalline structures. At the center stood a pillar of pure light. This is the archive, Cathara said. Everything my people knew. Everything we discovered. The complete truth about the travelers, the Council's bargain, and what it means for the future of all galactic species. I have spent 2 centuries organizing it, translating it, preparing it for the day someone would carry it forward. How am I supposed to protect all this? You won't. She approached Lyria. My daughter will. She placed her hand on Lyria's forehead. The child's eyes began to glow with golden light. Valtharam royal bloodlines possess unique neural architecture, Cathara explained. We can store vast amounts of information in our genetic memory. I am transferring the archive into Lyria. When she reaches maturity, she will have perfect recall of everything. But until then, the information remains locked, protected.
That's why they want her dead, I realized. She's living proof.
As long as Lyria lives, the truth survives. That makes her the single most dangerous individual in the galaxy. And you, Marcus Chen, have just become her guardian. Lyria swayed, and I caught her. She felt so light, so fragile. I'm okay, she said quietly. Just tired. She cupped Lyria's face with all 4 hands. My beloved child, my hope. Everything I have done has been to give you this chance. Trust Marcus. Let him guide you. And when the time comes, when you're old enough and strong enough, share the truth. Make them understand what we lost. Make them remember what we were. I don't want you to die, Mama.
But death comes for all things. What matters is what we leave behind.
And I am leaving you. That is enough. Alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. They're here, Cathara said, rising. Faster than I expected. Marcus, take her to your ship. There's a secondary hangar 2 levels down. I'll seal the main routes behind you. What about you? I will buy you time, and I will send them a message they cannot ignore. No, Lyria cried. Please, Mama. Cathara embraced her daughter one final time. Remember everything I taught you. Remember you are Valtheran. Remember you are loved. Now go. I lifted Lyria. She was crying, reaching for her mother. Cathara pointed toward a corridor. Run, Marcus Chen. Run, as your father ran. And do not stop until she is safe. I ran. Behind us, I heard Cathara's voice rising in song. Ancient words of power and warning. The station shook. Explosions echoed from above. Lyria sobbed against my shoulder. She's activating the self-destruct. She's going to kill them all. She's saving you. I know, it still hurts. We reached the secondary hangar. A small transport waited, prepped and ready. Cathara had planned this. Prepared for the moment her daughter would flee, I strapped Lyria into the co-pilot seat and started the launch sequence. The hangar doors opened onto the void. My own ship was gone, destroyed or seized. No matter. This transport would get us away. As we launched, I looked back. The station erupted in brilliant light. Blue and white and gold expanding like a miniature star. Beautiful and terrible. Goodbye, Mama, Lyria whispered. The light faded. The station was gone. And with it Empress Cathara Val Morathane, last adult member of the Valtheran royal bloodline. I set course for the outer systems, someplace remote. Someplace we could hide while I figured out what came next. Lyria stared out at the stars. Silent now, processing loss I couldn't comprehend. Your father was nice, she said finally. He told me stories. About Earth. About oceans and forests and cities that touch the sky. He promised I'd see them someday. Then that's where we'll go, I said. Earth. We'll hide there. Raise you there. And when you're ready, when the time comes, we'll figure out how to share the truth. The Council will hunt us forever. Let them try. And in her eyes, I saw strength that belied her age. The strength of a people who'd survived apocalypse. The strength of her mother's sacrifice. Thank you, she said, for honoring your father, for helping us. Thank you for trusting me. The stars streaked past. The void stretched endlessly ahead. Finally, Lyria spoke again. Softer now. Almost to herself. Mama said the travelers are watching. Always watching. She said they knew we'd escape. That they wanted us to. Because the truth serves their purposes too. What do you mean? I don't know yet. The memories are still locked, but someday I'll understand. Someday I'll know everything. And then she paused. Then I'll know what to do. We'll figure it out together. Small but genuine. Together. I like that. The transport's navigation system beeped. Course confirmed. Earth in 17 standard days. I settled back into my seat and watched the child beside me. This small, impossible being who carried the fate of entire species in her genetic code. This daughter of empresses and tragedy who'd just lost everything but refused to break. My father had known. Somehow he'd known I'd find them. That I'd make the choice he'd made. And now his promise was mine to keep. Do not fear, Lyria said suddenly. What? That's what Mama said. Her last words before you arrived. Do not fear. Your father came. She knew you'd help. She saw it. Valtheran empresses have visions sometimes. Glimpses of possibility. She'd seen you finding us. Seen you protecting me. That's how she knew we'd be okay. Did she see anything else? Lyria nodded slowly. She saw the end. The day I revealed the truth. The day the council falls and the travelers are freed. She said, it would be beautiful and terrible. She said the galaxy would never be the same. When? 23 years from now. On my maturity day. When all the memories unlock. I'd be old by then. Maybe not old enough. Time enough to prepare. Time enough to build the foundation for whatever came next. Then we have work to do, I said. Yes, Lyria agreed. She reached out and took my hand again.
We do.
Toward safety. Toward an uncertain future. Behind us, the void margins held their secrets. The travelers watched from spaces between spaces, and the council's hunters searched for prey they'd never find. Because Lyria Valmorathane, last princess of a dead empire, was no longer alone. And Marcus Chen, son of a hero, had found his purpose. Together we would preserve the truth. Together we would wait. And when the time came, together we would change everything. The stars guided us home.